welcome back to another Wrath of the Lich King pre-patch gold making video. So as you can see on the screen right now, mithril ore is at a crazy price, like over 2 gold per ore on most servers. So it's worth a crazy amount of gold right now, so it's a great time to take advantage of this if you have a character with mining. If not, you can get up to like the 200s or whatever it is for mining within like an hour. So this is a great farm that pretty much anyone can do. Before we get into it though, if you want to learn how to make a whole heap of gold in Wrath of the Lich King, my gold making guide will be the first link down in the description box below the video. But getting into this farm, you're obviously going to need mining for this, and we are going to be mining mithril ore. And where we're going to be farming that is inside of an instance. And outside of the instance, there's actually a whole heap of spawns too. So you're obviously going to need a mining pick to be able to do this. That is obvious, and make sure you have a decent amount of space in your bags. You don't need any gear because you won't be pulling anything. You can literally do the whole run without pulling anything. And that is right, we're doing it at Mara. So right here is where we're doing it, so at Maradon. And outside of it, there is actually a whole heap of mining nodes too. So one can be right here at the grave, and this is actually where, when you reset the dungeon, you'll actually spawn at the grave just here. And so this is how you do the full run. So to start off with, you obviously want to be mounted up. You can do this on any class. You want to make sure that you have your mining nodes for your map thing on, like your mining tracker, because all along here, all the way up to the entrance, there can be mining nodes. So as you can see, there's an iron one just there, but you can get mithril all the way along here. But the other ores do add up too, just because everyone is in need of ores right now. Everyone's leveling up their professions, trying to get it in for the last second before Wrath of the Lich King. But basically, you just want to follow me where I go. And now you'll want to be on an alt. You want to have an alt grouped with you. You can just get a friend to help you group yourself together. That's just to reset the dungeon. Or you can use the macro to reset it, which I can put down in the description box of the video. There's a macro to basically ghetto hearth restart, restart the dungeon, and it will send you back to the graveyard. Basically, you just want to follow where I'm going. We're going to the back end, so where you'd go in if you had like the scepter. However, they've removed the requirement for having a scepter. You do not need that in Wrath of the Lich King anymore. So anyone can come back here and you can go straight in the back, the waterfall entrance. That usually requires the scepter. So there can be a few mining nodes out the front of just here too. So just keep an eye out for mining nodes the whole way from the graveyard to the end of the run. So once you join in here, you just want to take the right side first. We're going to go check up the top spot. Basically, these runs that I do is more for the speed. Like you want to do it quick, not clearing the whole dungeon, because there's some parts of the dungeon that you make you walk for like 5 minutes just for like one mining node, or even for like one chance of a mining node. So doing this run where I go is a lot better. It's basically gives you the most, and it's the quickest runs. You should be looking at like 5-minute runs, so you will get locked out after about 25 minutes or so. There's usually a mining node up here. If there isn't, or if there is, you jump down, and then we're going to go on the left side of the waterfall. So we just went the right side last run, well, just then, and then now we're going to go onto the left side. And there's a mining node here. So all through here can be mining nodes that spawn. There's a mithril one right here, and we got 3 mithril ore, so that's already, what is that, 2, 4, 6, just like that. We just got 6 gold off that, and we got a star ruby. So what you can do here, you just want to walk around all these guys. If you pull them, it's just a waste of time really. They don't drop anything really good, so you can go right just there and go up there. But first, before I do that, I like to go up the top here and check where the boss is. And then I'll actually go and check Prince, the boss, right at the end there, and then I run back to that spot, and I like to finish off back down there. So I check, there's no spawns up there. So now I go to the Prince boss, and then we head back here to the spot behind us, and there's usually like a few nodes that are up in the space behind us. But it's always good to come out here and just check. Worth running down to the boss, seeing if there's any nodes down here, and you can also see on your mini map if they spawn down under the platform that you're on. So if there is a couple that are down below you, what you can do is you can just remember that, and you can keep going with the run, and then you can come back here at the end and you can jump off the edge, because there's no way getting back up there if you jump down into the water right here, and sometimes there is some nodes. So we've checked the boss and there was no nodes there, so we can either keep running around, or if you're a class that can get away with jumping down here, you just want to jump down. It's basically just a little shortcut. We'll save like 10 seconds, or you can just run around the other way. Then we'll run in here and we'll check this big wide room, and that is the end of the run. And then I simply reset by logging onto an alt character and then waiting 2 minutes, and the alt character will get a leadership of the party, and then I'll reset the dungeon, jump back on this guy and do another run. So there was there was a true silver node just there, so they sell for a lot too. And these things fly off the auction house, like everyone is buying them. There's like been thousands of them brought per day, so you definitely won't be sitting on them for long. And we got another mithril. So right here you can simply reset it. I'll just check if there's any more. There can be one just here. Alright, so when we reset the dungeon, just like that, and that is the full run that I like to do. And then once we reset, we will be at the graveyard, and then on the run back I like to check for mithril ore, or for any ore on the whole way back. Alright, so as you can see, my other guy's got leadership. It's been 2 minutes now, and now this guy's got leadership. I reset the dungeon, log back over on this guy, and I respawn at the graveyard again, and simply rinse and repeat the run as I just did. So that is how I'm making a whole heap of gold mining mithril ore and the other ores that are inside Mara. Anyways guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Like I mentioned before, if you want to learn how to make a whole heap of gold inside of Wrath of the Lich King, my gold making guide is down below. Also, hit that thumbs up button if you found this useful, and subscribe to the channel, because there's going to be a whole heap of Wrath of the Lich King gold making videos coming out all throughout Wrath. So let's get it boys, let's get it.